Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night Live. I'm the host, Aussie Dave, and tonight we've got a very special guest with us. We will have a guy who's all of 27 years old. He's a singer, a songwriter, a guitarist, a photographer, a videographer. Yeah, all of that. He owns his own company. He owns his own brand. I'd like to welcome to the stage tonight Seeney. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. So
you heard the
you heard the intro. Yes. Well, we've got a lot to talk about because you're a very special person. Firstly, it all started off for you around 2015 with your musical career, with your first.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I've been playing in pubs and stuff since I was probably 16, so it's nearly 11 years ago now. It's a long time. But, yeah, then sort of continued down the path and started playing a lot more country music and then started my own band, and here we are today.
Okay, so it is the Seeney band, but I believe that at the moment you're trying to rebrand yourself, so it's just Seeney, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we think it was kind of a natural progression to sort of go along that route because I'm using a lot of different session plays and stuff these days. Life can be busy for a lot of people, so yeah.
That's true. So you released your new EP. When was that? Last year?
Yes, the most recent one was last year. That's correct.
And that one is called, oh God, I can't remember. Hold on. I'm looking at your website as I'm looking. All right. So, look, your website is really bad. Did you know that?
Yes, it's because I designed it myself.
So your EP is called Light Me Up, right?
Yes, that's correct.
There you go. Now, when I first heard of you, it was actually because I was running a radio station in China called Rock On Radio. Mm-hmm. And through that station, we started looking for different avenues to go with, different shows, and we came across a mate of mine here in the Central Coast called Aussie Wayne Osborne.
Yep.
And he had a show called High Noon Country on his show Aussie Radio. And so we took Aussie Radio and we aired it across in China through Rock On Radio. And almost every week on that show, I would hear a song called Tread Gently. All right. And that was a duet you did with the band and featuring none other than Haley Jensen.
It was a lot of fun to do that song. It's when we recorded that song, Haley and I were never actually in the same room during the recording.
Yep, that's right. That's the way it happens these days. I mean, when we're writing songs and stuff, we can do everything online. You know, you can send a piece via email, or you can even do a Skype call or something like that. And so you don't have to be in the same place at the same time to put these great songs together.
Yeah, that's true. It's just amazing what you can do with technology. Like just even co-writing between countries and coming up with a song that exists simultaneously and gets created at the same time, like in Australia and Nashville, is just insane. Yeah.
So you recorded the EP in Nashville using pretty much session musicians, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We went with the band over at the Ruckus Room with Jamie Tate at the helm, and he works with a bunch of guys all the time, and they push out some really top-notch stuff. Artists like Justin Moore and all that sort of thing, just top-notch stuff. So we thought they'd be really good because those guys play a lot together, and they added some really amazing things to all the songs.
Mm-hmm. So on your website, it says that you believe the song is most important. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, 100%. Can't beat a good song. I mean, we're still listening to songs from the 1950s, and because they're great songs, irrespective of the recording quality, it's the song that people really connect with.
That's very true. We have Robert Holmes on board. Hello, Robert. He says, "Howdy, Dave and Jay." There you go.
Hello, Robert.
There you go. He's a very big supporter of country music up here in Newcastle, I believe. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's around all the places. Now, your last single was well, you had a single before the last single. You had "Think Again," which was absolutely blew me away. The whole thing blew me away. The song, the film setup, so the way the whole story progressed with the video clip and everything, I really enjoyed that song, and that sort of got me hooked on the Jay Seeney band.
Well, thank you. That one's my favorite on the EP for sure.
Yeah, there you go. So it was a real in your face song, right? And on your website it says Jay Seeney, loud, unapologetically, raucous, and a damn good time. So is that the motto that you go by with everything you do, or is that just in music?
I think so. Anyone that sort of knows me knows that I'm pretty loud in real life. It's either completely quiet or the volume's full. So we just kind of carry that, I guess, through the band. But, we just love to play the music that we really love to play, and I guess have something that's a little bit different to a lot of other folks. It's a little bit chunkier than what a lot of your average country artists would do. But I guess that's kind of our edge, and yeah, we just hit it.
Well, it's amazing because you've actually done most of the festivals that are around Australia already. Your Tamworth Country Music Festival, Gympie Muster, now called Groundwater Music Festival, your Broadbeach Music Festival,
yep.
CMC Rocks. You've done them all. So you've gone a long way in a very short time, and you've really established yourself. And not to mention, you've also played alongside people like, hold on, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill,
yes.
Big and Rich, Rascal Flatts, Chris Young, the band Perry, Dierks Bentley, and a whole lot more. So you've actually spent time with the big guys as well in the American scene.
That's right. Yeah, we actually partied with Big and Rich one night too, and that was something else. Yeah,
they are characters. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably one of my favorite country acts, to be honest. They were, I'd say, the country act that sort of got me into playing country music a bit more. One of my friends showed me the band Big and Rich, and I just couldn't believe that it was country music. And from then on, I just kind of found a little bit more music, and yeah, just continued to listen to it and just really enjoyed playing it a lot more.
So which was the first Big and Rich song you actually heard?
Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
Of course, that was the same one I'd heard. I was like, whoa. And then Coming to Your City was the second one. I was like, that's in your face. That was fantastic.
Yeah, they got some awesome tracks.
They do. Now obviously you're a performer with in your own right and a songwriter in your own right, but you're also you've also been co-writing with other people. I believe you had a co-writing session with Katie Jane not so long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I guess Katie and I, we write really well together because I'm much more a music person, whereas Katie seems to be really good with lyrics. She's just constantly coming up with new ideas, and she's just really good with that sort of thing. So it's a good fit for writing songs. We kind of got both our strengths that we can combine together.
Cool. And you did the I saw you did the radio show, the live radio show between you and Katie Jane, writing a song together in that short amount of time. That was quite a funny. that was quite a funny show. I watched the whole thing.
yeah. It's always good to get a bit of pressure put on and see what you can come up with. That's the second one I've written on air on the Planet Country show there. But well, you can feel your brain heating up by the end of that.
And the pizza didn't come, did it?
No. We ended up going out for dinner anyway, so it was all good.
That's good. And Shane Cox has joined us now. Hi, Shane. Shane says, howdy, guys.
Hello, Shane.
Right. Now, apart from being a singer-songwriter, what's next for Jay Seeney? Have you got any new material coming? What is next?
Yeah, well, we're currently in the process of doing a little bit of writing. Normally, the way we go about writing the EPs is we'll write about 30 tracks, and then we'll just kind of cull down to the best six. So there's a lot of songs that we've written in the past that have never actually been out there because we just thought they weren't as good as like the ones that we released. So that's usually the process. So we're just going through and writing a lot of songs. I've got a studio picked. I found a really great one here in Australia this time that are putting out some fantastic stuff. So I'll be recording there. But yeah, just gotta get those songs because that is really the most important thing, more than anything, to be honest.
Very good. So when do we expect a new single? Because I mean, your last single, "Ride It Out," is about 3 months old now. So when's the next single?
Yep, I'm just about to finish recording the video for the next single, which was one of the ones that was on the EP. So that'll be When I Found You, I Found Me. So we just gotta get that video finished, find some time to slot that in, and so hopefully it shouldn't be too far away, maybe only a month or two.
And I must say, sorry, I do say this. You are your EP is distributed through Social Family Records. So a big hello to Nadia Drayton and all the guys at Social Family Records.
Yeah,
I just have to do that, you know.
Yeah, you got to plug the support.
That's right. So let's move away from your career as a musician and let's look at what you are doing for other people. You've created a company called Blacklist Productions, and for my goodness, the last year or so you've been producing video clips for some of the independent artists around Australia, such as Mick Wilkes, of course Katie Jane. Katie Jane's was your first one, I believe, with Sunlit Avenue.
Yep.
And you've also recently, I think there's something coming from Ben Gunn that you've done. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for that.
There's so many clips that are that are just waiting at the gate.
And just today you announced just before we came on air, about an hour or so before we came on air, that 10 of your clips are on CMC.
We've been really grateful for the support from those guys, and it's just been fantastic to work with a lot of the artists and kind of really help to grow their songs and really add that sort of visual to the audio. And it's great just being able to have a hand in that and really help to grow their careers.
That's fantastic because you've dealt with obviously Katie Jane. You've done the second video clip with her now, which is called No Shadow. And that's a fantastic video clip.
Thank you. That was a great day. We had a lot of fun shooting that one.
Yeah, and you've also done Kylie Ryan, Jace Lansky. I'm trying to think of Mick Wilkes, of course, Simple Times. So you've done so many of these video clips for other people, and you've put so much time and effort into helping broaden these careers of these independent artists. It's amazing.
Yeah, it just kind of took off because I have being a musician myself. Like I had to do film clips and things were pretty expensive to get quality clips. So I started to learn how to do it and then spent a lot of time researching the best way to do things and try different things. And then I guess the clips got to a point where I could start to take that service and offer it to a lot of other artists because I totally understand their position with how expensive a lot of film clips can really be. So we just try and offer like really quality film clips that will get picked up on TV and they can be really proud of at a cost that's not going to destroy their budget, because there's a lot of money that you need to put into a lot of things related to music. So if we can help to deliver that and do it a bit cheaper, then that's something good, I think.
It is something good because, you know, I've spoken to other artists that obviously haven't done with clips with you and have done clips with other companies, and you know they're saying, you know, minimum requirements 5,000, and you're doing it under that, and doing it so well. I mean, the visual aspect of all the video clips that I've seen come out of Blacklist Productions is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. It's really great to work with a lot of artists that have a lot of ideas for their film clips and stuff. It really, I guess, adds their own perspective and gets a little bit of their own flavor, which is always good when you're shooting clips for someone to have that.
So how many drones have you dropped in the sink?
I tell you, it's only one, but that was the worst day of all time.
And was that filming Simple Times?
No, that was shooting one of the Ben Gunn clips, which isn't actually out yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we were shooting down at Kiama, and that's sort of the south coast of New South Wales. And anyone that knows that region knows that it is incredibly windy.
Oh, especially around the blowhole.
Yes, that's right. So I was flying the drone, and it was like the final sweep that I was doing, and we're going to pack it up after that. And I've flown it out over the ocean, and for some reason, it kept going and going and going further away from the land. So here I am trying to fly it back to the land, and while I've got it pointed in the right direction, it's traveling further and further out to sea. So there was literally nothing I could do to bring it back, which was very, very unfortunate. But of course, that was a lesson that I learned.
Yeah. So don't film in Kiama anymore.
Especially when it's windy.
On windy days, that's right. So, like, I suppose, like, everything you've done for we have to be thankful. Everybody has to be thankful for what you've done for everybody. I mean, and I suggest to any independent artist out there, and I've forgotten to mention a stack of them. Sorry, I forgot to mention Kate Hindle. You've recently just done hers as well. Hi, Kate. You know, like, you've created a market for yourself as a musician and as an entrepreneur, and you're only 27 years old. What's the mentality for that? How did you come about doing all that?
Well, I guess it's sort of begun for myself, like, out of necessity. Like, having to drop like over $5,000 for every clip was just not sustainable when you're sort of working at the level that I am. Like, it's fine for a lot of the bigger acts that are selling massively ticketed shows, and they're just getting great numbers there. But yeah, for a lot of independent artists and artists that are just sort of coming through, like, doing that is just not sustainable. So that's kind of how it begun. And then from there, it's always been great to work with your friends, because in the industry, it's a great bunch of folks and a lot of great people in there, and it's just such a pleasure to work with them to really create their vision, because they have so much energy about their own projects too, which is fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, you are a pleasure. You are a wonderful human being. You are doing so much to support the industry, which is fantastic, as I'm trying to do as well. A lot of your clips are up on our new YouTube playlist. We have a YouTube playlist because we dropped the radio station. The radio station was too expensive. We weren't getting the cash in to keep it sustainable. So we dropped the radio station, but I still wanted to do stuff in the industry. So obviously these Monday Night Live interviews I want to continue with, and we've set up a YouTube playlist so the Oz Country Downunder YouTube playlist. Just look for that on YouTube. And so a lot of your clips are already on it. There's at the moment 285 video clips up on that. And that only came up yesterday. You know, we started with 7, and I put a message out there on Facebook saying, give me your ideas of who should go up there and what should go up there. And it hasn't just been independents. People have wanted to put Adam Brand up there and Lee Kernigan and stuff like that. And because it's associated with YouTube, I thought, yep, that's no problem, because all the artists are still going to get paid for the hits. So yeah. So that's fantastic. At the moment, 285. Again, Kate Hindle, I'm sorry, I will put your video clip up as soon as I finish
Yeah, you
this
got to get that one. It's a good one.
So, yes. But you're doing an amazing job for a lot of people, and we're all everybody in the industry is truly grateful for Jay Seeney.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's I guess I learned a lot from going over to America and Nashville, because they have a real mentality over there of growing the pie and just really helping everyone you can. And there's definitely enough room for everyone. So the more people you can help, the more country music gets out, then the better it is for everyone, because it's really starting to make a push through to the mainstream. And you're hearing a lot of country tracks that are starting to pop up on pop stations, which is fantastic. So I've just tried to take that mentality of growing the pie and just making it bigger, and so there's more support for everyone, and then everyone grows, which is what everyone wants at the end of the day.
That's right. Absolutely. We all want to see the country music industry in Australia flourish. And obviously that crossover stuff would be fantastic as well. And I think Katie Jane's new clip definitely has that mentality to be able to cross over into that pop genre as well. So hopefully we'll be seeing that move across into mainstream as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're not going to keep you too much longer. It's been wonderful to talk to you tonight. Thank you very much for joining me for Monday Night Live. And it's been a real pleasure to get to know more about you and to have this chat with you, Jay.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dave. It's been really, really good to chat to you. It's always good to see that there's a bit of support there through the radio industry. And yeah, thank you guys so much for taking all the time to do these interviews with us and really help to grow our brands too.
No worries. And before you go, where are you performing next? I think I know, but do you know?
Oh, I know very well. Yeah, so the next gig with the band is going to be the Denny Ute Muster. So that's on the 29th of this month. So down on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. It's going to be a fantastic gig. They have Kerry Underwood on the bill, Travis Collins, and so many fantastic acts. So it's definitely a great event to get to if you can.
So, yes, you can get onto that. I believe there's a website, dennyutemuster.com.au.
Yep, and that's the one. That's where you get the tickets.
And you can buy tickets from there. So if you want to get down and see Jay Seeney performing live, get down to the Denny Ute Muster and get into the Jay Seeney band, because it is, it's just Jay Seeney now. But they are a wonderful operation, and the music's fantastic, and what Jay is doing for the rest of the country community is also astonishing.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate the kind words.
No worries, man. It's great. Well, it's been fantastic to talk to you. I have to say goodbye to you because we've got to keep these under half an hour so that you don't get bored.
All good, all good.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this will stay up on Facebook as well, but we will be adding it to our YouTube channel after this show. I will be putting it up onto YouTube, so you'll be able to catch it on our YouTube channel as well. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll put the link underneath later for you to subscribe to that. All right, and if you want to, Jay, you can put your links to anything that you want in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Right, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, I can't tell you when it will be until I know. So until next time, this is Oz Country Down Under, Monday Night Live, signing out. Keep it country, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
I'm just...